Hello, my name is Mohsen Mosleh, and I'm going to talk about a joint work together with Cameron Martel, Dean Eckles, and Dave Rand on perverse downstream consequences of debunking. One way to fight misinformation online is through social corrections, that is, where users correct one another. Do social corrections work? Survey experiments indicate that corrections typically make the recipient's belief more accurate about specific information. Survey experiments also suggest that corrections from other users, that is, social corrections, are as effective as corrections provided by social media platforms in improving beliefs about specific information. What about the downstream consequences of direct corrections on social media? Well, one possibility is that corrections have an added benefit of also functioning as accuracy nudges. By pointing out that the past post was inaccurate, this may make the concept of accuracy top of mind and thereby improve the user's subsequent sharing. But it could also be that direct corrections are less effective or even backfire. This could happen in two fundamentally different ways. One is by making individuals more defensive, via psychological reactance, for instance, which in turn makes people care less about accuracy. This account hypothesizes that corrections could alter individuals' preferences about accuracy. Another one is by drawing individuals' attentions away from accuracy and directing attention instead towards other possible considerations. This account hypothesizes that corrections could shift individuals' attention away from accuracy. We developed a field experiment to investigate the impact of direct correction on users' subsequent sharing behavior. We retrieved a list of recent stories found to be false by the fact-checking website Slopes. We then identified more than 2,000 users who shared those contents on Twitter. We publicly corrected users by replying to their false tweets, including a link to the fact-checking website. We quantified quality of content using a list of 60 domains for whom we had fact-checkers' trustworthiness rating as part of a previous study. We also quantified pertinent slant of tweets using political alignment of domains shared by the users. Finally, we measured the language toxicity using the Google Jigsaw Perspective API. We used a step-based design to examine the causal effects of public correction of users' subsequent sharing. We randomly assigned users into various treatment days in which they received the correction message. Within 24 hours after receiving the corrections, we then compared users' subsequent sharing behavior between those who received the message and those who did not yet receive the message. We found social correction can adversely affect users' subsequent sharing. In particular, we found direct correction increases subsequent sharing of low-quality, partisan, and toxic content. And this only happens to retweets, but not to primary tweets. This effect is robust controlling for a variety of users' characteristics, including partisanship, number of followers, and activity level on the platform. Overall, we found that direct public corrections can negatively impact users' subsequent sharing. Our observation that this only happens to retweets suggests that the effect is operating through the channel of attention, which is particularly constrained when making typically fast retweet decisions, rather than by modifying one's actual preferences, which are likely to be more strongly reflected by primary tweets composed by the users themselves. Rather than focusing attention on accuracy, it seems that being publicly corrected by another user directs attention away from accuracy, perhaps toward the various social factors at play in such a fundamentally social interaction. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch.